Aquas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawanantoinette. Today we're going to do a career and finance reading for you. It can resonate for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. All the information that you need from me, including how to book a reading with me, is in the description. And this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for every single person who watches this video. Wonder what happened to my card. Yeah, it will not resonate for every single viewer of this video. If it does not resonate with you, don't force it. Check your other placements, or you can book a personal reading for your specific story. With that said, let's start. We're doing a horseshoe spread, so I've already pulled the cards. Let's get into it. Past energy for your career and finances. Stuck. Something has been stuck. You may have been stuck. I feel like you have probably felt like you've been at a standstill. In the past, this is though. It probably is still lingering on into the present energy, because I feel like you're still in isolation and hermit energy. I feel like you're figuring some things out in your career. It could be direction, because that's how I feel. I feel like it could be, what direction do I want to go in? What do I want to do? Usually we need to take these moments to pause before we're about to take action, especially when we're taking action in a new direction, or when we're trying to find just which direction to go in general. So I feel like that's something that's been happening with you in the past, but we're going to clarify the Hanged Man. You may have felt stuck in your workplace where you make money. Maybe it's like you're starting to view your workplace from another perspective, instead of feeling like, oh my god, I have more to do, more to get to, more to strive towards. Maybe you've been feeling like there's nowhere else to strive in this company, like there's nothing else for me to strive towards, and maybe because of that I need to look towards something else. It happens. Others of you who are not in a traditional workplace, this may be your business. I feel like you guys work with people, you work with other people, and what's going on with you is an internal change, because you don't feel the same way about your job or about the work that you're doing anymore. Clarify the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here? Hermit is here because of the Knight of Pentacles. So you're moving, but you're moving extremely slowly right now. I feel like some of you are building something, or maybe you are still in the job that you're in, but I feel like your pace has dwindled a lot. Like your pace seems to have gone down to like snail speed, and I feel like this could possibly do with the motivation that you feel towards something that you're doing in your work and your finances right now. Feels like you're moving, but you're moving really slow. Maybe you're still trying to figure out your direction, but while you're figuring out your direction and where you want to go from here in your career, you still have obligations and duties to fulfill and things to do and bills to pay. So maybe that's why you're like taking it slow and doing all the things that you need to do to be able to eventually do the things that you want. So in the future energy, we have the pace looks like it's picking up, because I feel like you'll be working hard at something. We have the Eight of Pentacles, but let's clarify. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? All right, so looks like your hands are going to be full coming up sometime in the near future, because we have the Eight of Pentacles and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're built, that brings you to the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you're building something here, Aquas. It feels like you're working hard and you have your hands full. You could be doing two things at once, like two businesses, like you're trying to develop two ventures at the same time. But I feel like you'll be having your hands full with some kind of business or work. I feel like there's stuff to do and you're actually getting it done. All right, so the advice for your career is the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords talks about truth, it talks about clarity, it talks about new ideas. Clarify the Ace of Swords. So I feel like what you're doing right now, you may be feeling underwhelmed doing it, right? If that's the case, maybe it's oh, here we go. I was about to say maybe it's time for a change, and then the Wheel of Fortune popped out. Maybe it is time for a change. Think about new ways and how you can implement innovation into your career right now. I feel like the advice right now is you're supposed to be doing something new. There's a change in your career, or at least you're supposed to be actioning change in the form of following the new ideas that you have. So if you've been thinking of any kind of business idea or another job opportunity or whatever, the advice is now is a great time to do it. Now is a great time to move in a new direction, to try something new, to test a new idea, to be honest with yourself about how happy am I really in this position that I'm in, and do I see myself doing it for the long term? Now the outside influences come up as the Three of Swords. No bueno, not good news. But let's clarify. Clarify the Three of Swords. Clarify this Three of Swords. All right, so the outside influences are the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Now, what I think this means is that you may work with people. There are people here who don't have a, let's just say there are people who you care about, who you may work with, or who you may have in your immediate circle, soul tribe. This feels like friendships. It almost feels like it's hard to walk away from what you're doing because you have to leave people behind. It almost feels like the people who you're working with don't want to leave or don't want to see you leave them. They don't want to be left behind. And because of that, it makes the leaving much more emotional than it has to be. So think about where you work right now, if there are any relationships that you've cultivated in this workspace. And think about if you are supposed to action this change and to do something differently, you have to frame it in the context of doing something for yourself. You can't make an emotional decision. Oh, I'm not going to do this because I'm going to miss my coworkers, or I'm going to miss my... I feel like that is an outside influence that may stop you from making a decision, from going ahead with making a decision to action some kind of newness in your career, because you're worried about like, oh, I'm going to lose all these people, and all these people are worried about losing you, and so you're feeling their feelings and they're projecting those feelings onto you. So watch out for those outside influences, people who may love you but just may not necessarily want to see you leave them behind. It's a necessary part of life though, so don't be overly emotional about it, is my advice to you. All right, so I want to get some more on these people. Tell me more about these people. The Devil, attachment. See, like you've created bonds and now people are way more attached to you than wanting you to be free and explore and do what is best for you. It happens sometimes when people love us so much, like they kind of want to keep us in place. I saw this tweet on Twitter and someone was saying, if people are able to keep large dogs in small apartments and cage birds and things like that, then they are very, very aware and cognizant of the fact that people may want to restrict their growth out of love. And it feels like a situation like that in these cards right now. Like people may love you, and because they love you, they want you to stay. They want you to be with them. They don't want to lose you or go through anything that they feel like they're losing you or like you're moving on from them. So just watch out for that. I'm not saying these people are horrible people, but it's more of like, I like to do this in my life. I don't like necessarily to feel so much attached to people as I feel connected, because I feel like attachment is ownership. And why do I want to own you? And why do you want to own me? But if I'm connected to you, whenever we do connect, we hit it off because there's a mutual connection built on shared values and understanding for two individuals who are traveling their own path. So just watch out for those relationships. Obstacle position is the Four of Pentacles, which talks about being very frugal with your resources, especially your money. So maybe for a time you're gonna feel like you're losing things or you don't have enough if you're supposed to change your career or if you're supposed to walk away from something and do something else. So maybe the feeling that you're feeling is, oh my god, I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough money as I used to have. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because this is the energy that you're used to. So when you're going from the Nine of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles, it's going to be really, really important for you to budget, to say no to some things that you can't afford, to not buy that thing that you don't need right now. So spending really wisely is going to be really important to your journey if you're supposed to take this career advice and action these changes. And in the outcome position, we have movement. Finally, I love this because in the beginning of the reading, we started with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man, these are literally opposite cards. This is being stuck and this is fast movement. But I feel like you have to get started before your career actually like moves, before you can feel this fast movement in your career and finances. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Clarified by the Three of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like things are gonna move really, really fast for you, Aquarius. And it's what this means to me is that things may not always feel things may not always feel comfortable in all of this fast action, but your career needs a shakeup. There's too much stagnant energy. Like things have to, like, think about things being tossed in the air and then falling back into place. And that's what I feel like is going on with your career right now. Some things may not be uncomfortable, but they're necessary. So don't take the things that are happening to you as, oh my God, this is happening to me. Think about it as this is happening for me. This is not the final destination when something happens that I don't like. This is just a part of the journey. This is all for me. So that's my advice to you guys. Let's get some messenger oracle cards. Final messages for Aquarius. Final messages for Aquarius, please. One more for Aquarius. Let your emotions flow. Some things are not gonna feel comfortable, like I said. You'll probably experience some kind of loss or feeling like, oh my God, I don't have enough, or I'm losing. Temporary. Let your emotions flow. If you do feel worried, go through it. I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to another phase. It's trying to like put some fresh energy into your career. Heed the messengers. So if you get messages, synchronicities, dreams, make sure that you are interpreting those and challenge your perception. This reading is all about perception, and that's what I've been talking about mostly. If something happens that does not feel comfortable, challenge your perception, how you're looking at it, because you're defeated in the mind before you're defeated in the real world, in the 3D world. So make sure that you're not actually telling yourself bad things. When just go through the journey and be open-minded is what I'll say. All right, Aquarius, so this is your career reading. Let me know if you find this information useful or if you like it. Thumbs up the video so we can beat the algorithm together. Comment down below so I know what you guys are going through. And remember to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Bye.